What an off season it's been, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Cian's Film Room. And today we're going to be breaking down the film of Tyreek Hill. And there's a lot of it, but we just saw earlier today that the Kansas City Chiefs, within the span of about 2 hours, might I say, within the span of about 2 hours, the news broke that they were not coming to an agreement. The Chiefs and Tyreek Hill were not coming to an agreement on a contract extension. He wanted to be the highest paid receiver. They were willing to pay him as one of the highest, but not the highest paid receiver, which is 29-30 million per year. And then they allowed Tyreek Hill to seek a trade. And then within an hour of that news breaking, he was traded to the Miami Dolphins, down to Miami with Tua Tagovailoa, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Teron Armstead. Obviously, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds immediately now making the Miami Dolphins contenders for that wild card spot and contenders in the playoffs and obviously in their division. But obviously Tyreek Hill getting traded within the division, so I think not as great of a, not as ideal for the Chiefs. Because they can potentially see the Dolphins this year at some point during the season. I'm not sure if they play them during the season. I don't believe they do, but I'll have to check. But obviously, we know that they sent a first-round pick, a second-round, 2 fourths, and a 6. And then obviously the Dolphins got Tyreek Hill and then extended him. But that's not part of it. That's just, you guys already know about that news if you're NFL fans. Today, we're going to be going over Tyreek Hill's film and going over how he can help to attack Tagovailoa. I will be honest, I don't think Tyreek Hill will be as effective in Miami as he was in Kansas City, and I don't think he'll be putting up the numbers that he was putting in Kansas City. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No, but I want to keep that in mind. We going over Tyreek Hill's highlights, kind of going over what kind of what we've seen out of him. We obviously know, if you're fans of Miami Dolphins, they run a lot of PA, a lot of play action, a lot of 2 under center. But they also had a very poor offensive line last year. Now they haven't upgraded it very much. We still have the draft to come, but Teron Armstead has been the only kind of significant piece they've added at that left tackle position. So definitely an upgrade, but still an offensive line that's not great. But we'll be going over all the film, going over what Tyreek Hill can bring to Miami. So make sure that you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe, and let's get in to the tape here. So we have it all up again, about 9 minutes of film here. We're not going to be going over all of it, just kind of highlighting what Tyreek Hill does well. And again, you all know, obviously big burner guy, but play here again. I think what Tyreek Hill immediately will bring to the Miami Dolphins is that ability to play anywhere. We know Tyreek can play outside, can play boundary receiver. And then as we see him here playing in the slot, lined up, I'm not sure who this is. Might be Greedy Williams against the Browns, but we know that this guy is a versatile player. You can motion him across, you can motion him anywhere. He's just, obviously, that speed that he has is incredibly dangerous. And we'll see him here again go deep, and then we'll see Mahomes. Obviously, again, we're not going to be able to see Tua do this, but again, the speed from Hill and the shiftiness, this is what he's going to bring to Miami, which I think they've been missing a lot. Look, I love Jalen Waddle. We didn't see a lot of the shiftiness he brings, but we'll see it here from Tyreek. Again, good wrap up there, but we'll see more of it. Again, it's his ability, his intimidation factor he brings with his speed is just crazy. Again, we're going to see him here line up in the slot against the Browns. And again, I think a big problem, we're seeing a lot of it here. Mahomes is able to get out of the pocket and able to throw accurately out of the pocket. The whole thing with Tua is, will he be able to do that? And again, we're not sure. Like, Tua will not be able to make that pass. And then again, good adjustment from Tyreek Hill, and we know how fast he is there. Again, a little bit of lucky play there, but that's what I think. And then he brings a little bit of that swagger, but I do think that in terms of just the ability that Tua has, will definitely kind of stunt a little bit of Tyreek's, not growth, because we know he's in his prime, but a little bit of his ability. But let's watch it. Let's watch this playback again here. Again, we're just going to see his ability to be able, they can motion him again, motion here, and now again, run outside. And again, it's this speed. This is what I mean. His ability, there are a lot of good defensive ends in the league, and there's a lot of good defensive ends who have closing speed on the backside of the football and their ability to get to receivers when they motion. But Tyreek Hill has that speed where it's literally impossible. Again, here, getting outside. And again, if you weren't stopped there, he were to just keep going, you cannot give this man any space, which is what I think will be so useful if you are Miami is again, you just get an absolute weapon. We'll see more again here. So look, lined up outside. This is going to be a really interesting one, especially for the Dolphins, because we know the teams that they kind of play definitely play a little bit more of passive secondary. So you might not see as much of this press coverage. But what's going to be so interesting is you'll see Jalen Waddle again. He'll either be on a line on this side, wherever Jalen Waddle will be in respect to Tyreek Hill. You're most likely going to be seeing corners not two step in front. There's not going to be a lot of press man. You would assume. Obviously, it'll happen sometimes, but you would assume against Miami next year. And again, we're going to see this year. I believe he's going up against Darius Slay. But again, we're just going to see his ability here, and then we're going to see his ability to release off the line. Again, great release, gets on the inside, and then his ability to exploit this zone coverage right here. And then a good catch there. And then look at the speed. I mean, his ability to just get outside. There are very, very few receivers, and then to make the play after, who, if you were to tell me right here, let's back it up a little bit to see the full thing. But if you were to tell me, look, we're going to see here, catch here. There are not a lot of guys who can, first of all, get outside, and then that just blazing speed, and then his ability to go and make the play there. You just don't see it. You just don't see it. And I think that's, again, just such a big pro he brings his Miami offense, which I think has definitely lacked a little bit of that spark the past couple of years. We'll see it again here. Oh, this play. And again, look, Tyreek Hill, we might see it here. Very underrated jump ball and vertical ability. Tyreek Hill can jump. Tyreek Hill is a very, very much a vertical threat. Although, when you think about vertical, you think about height. So obviously not the tallest guy. He's 5'10", max 5'9". Might be considerably smaller than that. But what makes him so lethal is speed, and then also his underrated ability to go up and get the ball. So we'll see it here again. Going to throw up jump, and then there his ability to get the ball led, and then his ability to break that speed out and go and make the catch is just fantastic. And again, we saw it there. It's just, what I think will help Tua a lot. And as much as he showed improvement this season, it was the rookie year's aggressiveness. And this year, I think it's still a little bit of aggressiveness. With Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, if you're not an aggressive quarterback, it's just a waste. So I think Tyreek Hill was sort of forced Tua to become a little bit more aggressive, which I think is honestly a pro for Tua, because that's something I think he's missing in his game, something significant I think he's missing in his game. So I think that will be huge if you're the Dolphins. And again, I know we're obviously not, looking at. It's very hard to look at Tua and, Tyreek at the same time. But again, Tua, I think someone who has a lot of red zone production. I think Tyreek again will be able to do that. And then it might not even be Tyreek Hill's ability. His ability for red zone production, or his ability to execute or be a threat in the red zone. It's his ability to get the team there. Those 70, 80-yard plays that I think will help Tua so much, and just help the Dolphins offense become much more efficient. And I wouldn't say perchance that they weren't an efficient offense last year, but you definitely weren't going out of your way to say the Dolphins are very efficient. So that's what I would say there. But again, I think he adds that intimidation factor. Huge game for Tyreek against the Eagles. So we're going to get a little bit more of the tape in here from him. And again, there, and his ability to create separation there. So I want to watch that release here. So we're going to see Tyreek line up on the outside. Again, definitely a little bit more of soft coverage from the Eagles here. But again, we're seeing him lined up here against Nelson. And then you have McCole Hardman in the slot with deeper coverage. And then the deepest coverage here with the safety help. And I just want to look at what his release looks like here. Here, boom. And it's not even that. And you wouldn't say that he sold that very much, but he has such blazing speed that it's simply impossible to get in front of him when he does get in front of you, or get your hands to. So that was a huge play from Tyreek. And again, just adding that aggression to Tua. Let's look a little bit ahead to some other games here. We'll look against the Washington game, which I was a huge fan of what Tyreek did here. And then again, this was Mahomes, great pass, Tyreek open, not much there. But that was obviously a huge play. And then we'll see here against the Titans. Again, I think this is going to be so huge for the Dolphins, is their ability to motion not only Tyreek, but also Waddle. And even sometimes at the same time, being able to motion to the fastest receivers in the NFL is going to make opposing teams so petrified, and opposing defensive coordinators, no matter how good of a coordinator they are. The ability to motion to the fastest guys and the ability to have them as gadget players is very, very scary. And then again, we'll see his effectiveness when motioned. Gets outside, and his speed downhill it's I wouldn't say it's, it's the best, and that's what I'm trying to compare it to something, but there's nothing to compare it to. He simply has the best downhill running in the NFL. And then again, his acrobat, definitely athletic. We know, obviously. See some more plays here. Again, line up in the slot on the close side to the screen, and then again, good release, and he gets outside Chad Henne with the throw, and he's able to go and get it. But let's look a little bit here. Raiders game, big one for Tyreek Hill. And then again, they're going to drop back in coverage, and then again, slant in, and a great route there. Again, definitely an underrated route runner. Tyreek is, definitely someone who can run effective routes. We see it here again. It's going to be kind of an in and out. Boom. He's going to sell that and cut back outside, which was obviously incredibly impactful. Lost Desmond Trufant and was able to get that touchdown there for the Chiefs. And again, I think with if you're the Chiefs right now, you're in shambles. Losing Tyreek Hill is obviously massive, and losing a guy that is that is as impactful as him. And then again, we'll see some more red zone stuff here. Again, line up in the slot against and then again, this was just missed coverage, but the mismatches he brings for the Dolphins is fantastic. The amount of mismatches, again, his ability to exploit mismatches against safeties, against linebackers is just phenomenal. And then again, wide open right there. And we'll look at some more here. Again, I love seeing the ability to motion. Look how fast he's downfield. If he can get blocks, he's just so fast. And then his ability to be shifty as well is underrated. That was a big play there from Tyreek Hill, but obviously big there. And we'll look at some more down the stretch here against the Bengals, which was obviously a massive game as well for Tyreek Hill. Gives time his ability to adjust his route, and this was a fantastic catch from Tyreek Hill, which was obviously massive. Just look back at this catch. We'll go back a little bit, and then again, this is what I think is again, although he's a small guy, I think the amount that he has to his game, I think, is severely underrated. Mahomes get outside, fantastic catch, 2 feet down, and then into the end zone. And was this was the I could be wrong. This was the playoff game. Yes, it was. And again, we'll see it here. Here, soft coverage, and then still his ability, look, and fantastic throw there. And then his ability to get out and then look, cut back was just fantastic. But we know what this man adds to the team. So, man, it's hard to break down film for him because he's just so electric, and I shouldn't even have to, because you guys know how fantastic of a player Tyreek Hill is. But let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think about Tyreek Hill? What do you think about the trade? Make sure you comment down below. What do you think about Tyreek Hill's film? And obviously, Cian McDermott. Welcome back to Cian's Film Room. It's been a little bit, but we're back on it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Tyreek's in Miami.